What's up, Terrifics? Welcome to day 2 of E3 here at the Los Angeles Convention Center in Los Angeles, California. I want to thank the ESA for welcoming BeTerrific into their homes and into their hearts and allowing us to do this. And of course, my good friend Tom Kalinske. We spent a lot of time getting to know the folks at Gazillion Games, and man, hopefully we'll have an interview with them later. And I can't wait to tell you all the things that they're working on and doing, much of which you'll find out in the coming months and also coming days, but we can't just spill the beans just yet. All right, at BeTerrific TV on all social media. Of course, if you want to talk to us in real time, the rest of the Terrifics, and you, our Slack chat, connect at BeTerrific.com. You can also send us feedback to that email address as well. We love your feedback. Keep it coming. You guys are awesome. We're glad you enjoyed E3 Day 1. This is E3 Day 2. We're happy to be here, happy to be with you. Rory will be on later. Andrea Fasano will join us as well. And it is amazing here. The energy is unbelievable. I got to tell you, we had a lot of great stuff on yesterday, and there's no shortage today. We're going to make our way to South Hall in just a little bit. We're going to stop at a couple of great spots, and then we'll end the day back here at the main hall. We'll give you a little tour of PlayStation's booth, Xbox booth, and a whole lot more. I promise you, you're going to have fun, so keep it locked here. You are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special, and that's why we do this. I've got Brian from ABZU here. This is a really fun new game, and you guys are doing something fun. It's an underwater adventure.
It is.
And
yes.
Behind you even, as people stand online, they have to go through an aquarium, and this aquarium is virtual. You got some very nice translucent LEDs. I've seen these before. Very few people have. They're starting to use them
they're
in
very rare,
retail, but they are very rare. And awesome, man. So basically, just move for a second, Brian, and people can see people behind that, like they're in the aquarium, and you can see the fish swimming by.
Yeah, it's a really cool setup. 505 Games put this together. You walk behind the screen, and it feels like you're underwater. We have this cool underwater ambience playing.
That's very cool. So you're setting the scene kind of. This is the 4D part of it, right? It's kind of virtual.
Yeah. Gets you in the mood,
Yeah, and you're adding the sights, the sounds, maybe not some ocean spray and some wind,
No.
and you don't have to wear a scuba tank.
It's bad for the electronics when you do that.
Right. I'm holding this. I don't know why. You're going to explain it. Hello.
So this is the mask for the diver. The player plays as the diver, exploring these underwater worlds.
You were inspired by 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I can't breathe in this thing. I'm just kidding. That's Spaceballs.
You can only breathe underwater, so
yeah. Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
How was this? So first of all, you're one of the lead designers and developers. of
I'm the
this
lead
game.
programmer at Giant Squid.
Yeah. Tell me about how this game came to be and how long it took to put it together.
So our studio was founded by Matt Nava, who was the art director for Flower and Journey. And a few years ago, after he left TGC, he founded Giant Squid, and I came along shortly thereafter. And we've just been building the team, building this game. This is our first game, ABZU.
It's pretty awesome. The guys are really excited. Rory and DJ and Adam.
Yeah.
They are super psyched. I was blown away by the graphics, and it looks like just a fun game. What's the point of the game? Take me through the game.
The point of the game is basically just to explore these pretty underwater environments. It's really serene. As you progress, you kind of learn more about the story. There is like a story that we're not revealing too much about right now, but there's definitely a very unique story involving like the diver exploring the depths of the ocean, figuring out who she is, what it's all about.
And why aren't you giving us more about the game right now? Why don't you tell us a little bit more about the story?
Well, the story is something where we want players to experience it for themselves.
Give me a hint, one hint.
A hint? I can tell you that you will explore the bottom of the ocean, into the abyss, and you will see places that aren't even from this world.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
And how long do you have to play before you can get to start exploring places that are out of this world?
The whole game is about 3 hours in length, give or take. I mean, people can play at their own pace.
Sure.
Some people take longer. It's really serene, so you can just explore these environments, linger, look at all the fish.
I imagine it's got some nice music with it as well.
No, it does. It's beautiful music composed by Austin Wintory. He did the soundtrack for Journey, and most recently the latest Assassin's Creed game.
Very nice.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
And when you say 3 hours, are people going to want to play this again and again?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's like Journey in that respect, where some people play it just over and over, like multiple times.
And you'll find different things each time you play?
You can. It's the same world, but there's so much depth to it that I think each playthrough you'll probably discover new species of fish, new areas you missed.
Will you add to the game? Will you add more worlds? Will you add more excitement, more adventures?
We've designed the game to be one cohesive narrative, so I think what we ship will be what the game truly is meant to be.
PC, console?
It will be Steam and PS4 at release on August 2nd.
Wow.
Yes,
Excellent.
very soon.
Excellent. Very soon. The people here are getting an early preview, but
Yes.
The people at home are going to have to wait till August 2nd.
Yes, it's not a long wait.
How do I look in this thing?
You look great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about this mask. How was it, what's the design behind it, and how was it created?
The design is interesting. Matt wanted something kind of iconic that doesn't look like a normal scuba diver's mask. And you'll see, actually it reads differently from behind, which is the way the player
It's kind of like the
normally sees it.
Rocketeer.
A little bit.
Meets,
yeah, there's some aspects of it.
Meets 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah. It's really amazing that they were able to put something together that just folds together that looks like the mask.
Yeah.
It's sort of like origami in that respect.
It is. How about we take a selfie?
Sure.
Let's see if I can make this happen. And while we're doing this, why don't you tell me how you got into game developing and programming?
I've always wanted to do game development since I was a kid. And I've always wanted to be a programmer, so I've just been, tinkering with that side of things for years now.
So you gamed a lot as a kid. What were some of your favorite
sure.
games? What was your inspiration?
Oh, man. I liked all sorts of games, strategy games, first-person shooters. It's interesting. I like all those kinds of games, but working on a game like this is much better for your stress level. Like, you're not dealing with all that combat and death all the time. It's much more positive to work on a game like this.
What are some of the other projects you've worked on?
Previously, I worked on PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. It was a fighting game, much different from this game.
Well, it seems like you've had a lot of great experience, but this game, it seems like not only are the people going to be relaxed, you got to relax by
it's a
making
great
it.
development, yeah.
And it's nice. It's exploring. Do you ever have to worry about running out of air, or is this mask like
No, that's an
amazing?
important part of the game is that we didn't want the player to worry about an air gauge all the time. We wanted it to kind of be like a stress-free environment like it is. When you're exploring underwater, you kind of forget about breathing, having to breathe air because it feels like you can breathe underwater when you're scuba diving. And
that's why you got to have all those
scuba
alarms
divers.
and meters to remind you to surface.
Yes, you have to consciously check your air gauge all the time.
Have you scuba dived?
I have. Me and Matt are both scuba divers, and we like to scuba dive off the coast here, like in Catalina Island.
Okay.
And a lot of the fish and atmospheres are based on our experiences there.
No swimming with sharks, though, I hope.
No, although I would love to. I would love to see a shark in person.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
From within a cage, ideally.
I think from within an aquarium, and then
Yes.
maybe even not, because I saw Jaws break through that underwater facility in Jaws 3.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
We actually feature a great white shark in our game.
I don't know if I can play then.
He is an important character, and let me tell you, we explore the different facets of that character.
Well, sharks are actually, we all think the sharks are very dangerous.
Exactly.
But they're actually very good for the ecosystem.
Yeah, they're very important, and they're just a part of nature. They're not they're portrayed as like evil villains a lot of time, but I think the relationship the diver has with the shark in this game will really surprise people.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. There's an interesting tidbit. I might wear this around the rest of the day.
That would be great.
It might help me breathe in the LA smog.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I might wear it, though. I think it's fun.
It's cool.
Yeah, it would be like my own cosplay. I see a lot of people walking around here in costume, which is pretty awesome. What games inspire you the most?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Obviously, Flower and Journey. I was fans of those games before I worked here. So it's really great to work with Matt. And all sorts of games like that.
You're one of the first people on board, though, right?
I guess I was like the second employee. Matt was just sitting there all by himself, and he's like, man, I should really hire a programmer. And then I showed up.
Pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Now, when you're like number 2, you get to watch the company grow and blossom. What's that been like?
It's been amazing bringing in all these great people. We have a great team now. And that's been at least a big part of the development cycle is trying to find the right people. We've been really picky.
That's pretty awesome. All right, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to drive DJ and the crew here a little crazy. I want to walk down to that display.
Let's do it.
And
Let's
I want to show everybody what the game looks like.
Sure.
We'll walk out of the aquarium. You can see the people standing on line here. They're getting into pods to play the game. And it's really cool. I like how you've given everybody a controller just to make it easier here for E3. I'll stand on one side. You stand on the other.
Sure.
It's available for PS4 and Steam.
Yes.
And it's available August
2nd.
2016. August 2nd. 8/2/16.
Yeah.
Play those lottery numbers. It has a good rhyme to it. Did you pick that on purpose, or is that just like...
That's just how the date worked out,
So tell me a little bit about what's going on here. This is obviously a demo.
This is our announcement trailer, really. That's our spire room being brought back to life. That's this lush orange kelp forest that you'll encounter later in the game. You can see some jellyfish here. This is a beautiful scene where you're actually diving deep into the ocean with some whales. Here's the Abyss, where it's really mysterious. Whale Falls.
Do you happen to find the lost city of Atlantis?
I'm not going to spoil anything, but there are some underwater architecture that's very mysterious. We hint at it in this demo.
Do you figure out what it is, or is it?
That's part of the game. You'll have to play it.
Wow, there are some hints there, folks.
Yes.
Some hints. All right, this is pretty cool.
Yes.
These graphics are very nice, by the way.
Yeah, I really love this bait ball. There's
the
15,000 fish in there.
15,000 fish.
15,000 simulated fish. That's what
Wow.
I worked on. I was the lead programmer.
No real fish.
No real
Are you
fish.
sure?
No
We
real
didn't
fish
sneak
were
one in?
harmed. Yeah.
No real fish were harmed. I like that we saw the shark, and it looked like the diver was taking a ride on the shark. What's the diver's name? Is there a name?
Her name is the Diver.
The diver.
Yes, that's what we call her internally.
Is the diver. Yes. I have to wear this when I'm watching the trailer. How are we doing? Are we having fun? This is pretty awesome. August 2nd.
August 2nd.
You guys are the Terrifics. He's Brian. I'm Michael. We'll be back with a whole lot more. Your live continuing coverage of E3 here from the Los Angeles Convention Center in Los Angeles, California. Thanks so much for joining us. Stay with us.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.